Okay, English friends, this quick video is going to show you about the charts. So customizing some of those charts and adding in new ones if you end up adding in like a new column or something like that of the information that you're tracking for your books. So what I'm going to do is I've already put in two of the charts. I'm going to scroll down a little bit and go ahead and put in a new chart. Let's see what our next column is. So I'm going to go up to Insert and then Chart. And I can move this wherever I want in here. So over here, it's going to ask me a couple of questions, and this is where we're going to get the data from and choose the format. So the first thing is, what kind of chart do I want? Well, these are pie charts, so I'm going to scroll down until I get to pie chart. And that's going to say data range, like where do you want me to pull this information from? So we're pulling all of our information for these charts right now from this 8th grade book room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click in here, I'm going to get rid of this, and it's then makes it super simple for us. So you can actually type in sort of the formula information, if you will, or you can just click on the tab or the pull from. And so our next one for us to do is the gender of the main character. So I'm going to click on that column. It puts in the name of the sheet, and then it puts in the column, and then the rest of that basically tells it the name of the sheet, which is separated then by the exclamation point. You have to have the single quotes going around the sheet. It's just sort of the formatting for that. And then that E:E means I want to take the whole column. So search for everything that's in there. Or you could say, I only want to do E2 through E9 if for some reason you wanted that. But the E:E means I want the entire column. So I'm going to say OK. And I would like to aggregate the data. We're going to separate it all out like that based on the information that's in there. But I wanted to know that, see up here right now it says gender of main character is 7.7%. Well, that's because that very first row, that's what's in there, okay? But we want to make sure that it knows, well, let me go back into my edit. We want to make sure that it knows that first row is just headers. That's where you should be pulling the information from, okay? Okay, and now we want to go ahead and customize our chart. And mainly in here, what you want to make sure that you add is a chart title. And so this was gender of main character, I think. Maybe? Gender of main character. Okay, so I'm going to go back in here into my edit. So I'm going back into my customize. And we have gender of main character. So that's the basis of all you really need to know to set up your chart. Now, a couple of things. Like you'll notice for, I think it was this one up here, when I first created it, let me close that editor. When I first created it, a couple of the names for these pie slices over here weren't showing up, simply because my chart wasn't big enough. See how they start going away? So that's when you know that, hey, wait a second, I'm not seeing a label for that particular pie slice, so I need to make it bigger. So typically what I do is go through and, just so that everything is uniform, I'll go through and make everything then the size of the one that needs it to be the largest, if that makes sense. But you can do whatever you want. So now this one down here, I want to go ahead and make sure that it is then the same size as those other ones. So that means I can drag down here just like if you were resizing an image. And then I like how it gives those little bars so that you can actually see the lineups. It just makes it easier to see. Now, one of the other things that I like too and that you guys can play with is up here, it's new. It's called Format and then Theme. And so that will actually automatically go through and you can choose the color scheme that you want for this whole document, okay? So we can see them. Let me scroll up here so we see others. So like here's Momentum. It'll automatically change it for you. Let me close that so we can see. Back to my theme. So we can go through and you just choose whichever one you want. If you want to change it later, you can. Now it also gives you the option, let me go in here and show you real quickly. It also gives you the option then to customize the colors for those pie slices. So you can go into the edit, customize, go into your pie slices, and then actually change those colors if you want. Okay, if you want it to not be part of the theme. I am color challenged, so I like to just go with the theme. Okay, hope this helps, guys. If you need anything, remember, I'm still in FCPS. Email me or check out with Lindsay. I'm sure she can help you too. Thanks.